It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Let's talk about Hero Wars Alliance stuff, though. Let's talk about Hero Wars news. I want to talk about Hero Wars Alliance stuff first. The absolute tragic situation that we're dealing with this reward box event. This reward box event that everybody was so excited for. This was going to be the way that everyone got the talismans that they didn't get access to because of paywalls or bad luck, or you just started the game too late. You had access to this bad boy. The bad news, guys, the bad news is it is very difficult to get the talisman, all right? If you haven't seen already, community, here is what the drop rate percentage is for all of the talismans, okay? The ones in red here, 0.06% chance. The ones in yellow, 0.61% chance, and the ones in green are 2.45% chance. Now, this is a dynamic drop rate percentage. What that means is if you already have a talisman, the drop rate for all of the other talismans goes up slightly. We don't know what that is. If you have 5 talismans, the drop rate for the remaining talismans goes up a little bit for each of the 5 talismans that you've already got. But we don't know how much that is. We don't know. It could go from 0.06 to 0.1 if you already have 5 talismans, right? The majority of the people that win are going to be getting artifact essences, scrolls, medals, metacubes, skinstone chests, sparks of energy, and sparks of power and bottled energy. This does not feel good. This does not feel good. A lot of the reward sales have gotten better. A lot of the reward box sales are worth spending emeralds on. This one does not feel good at all. I do not feel good about this. Titan Brawls are live. Titan Brawls in Hero Wars Mobile are a cool activity where you can get together, and I don't even think I have it. I do have it. Here we go. There are a bunch of tasks. You get the Titan Brawl tokens, and then you compete in the Titan Brawl here. I don't know if I can do this on a test account. Right? The first 3 days, you can use any Titans that you want. The 4th day, you're going to be required to use more. We'll discuss that whenever it does get here. The ideal defense, in my opinion, though it could be different for everyone, is 3 tanks plus Hyperion and Ignis. Let's see. 3 tanks plus Hyperion and Ignis. Though, you know, it is what it is. Get 5 defenses, you get a bunch of tokens. You can only get tokens for 5 defenses a day. And then there are 8 stages per day that you can complete by winning. It is worth noting that this reward 1,000 Brawl coins scales each tier that you go up. And the higher tiers award more than the lower tiers do. So it is recommended to not even attempt to do this. Not even attempt to do this activity unless you've saved up 240 Brawl tokens so you can clear all 8 quest stages. All 8, right? You do not lose Brawl tokens when you lose a fight. You only lose them when you win. So that is only it's only a time-gated kind of thing. I wonder what Hero Wars Secrets has his defense. He's got 3 Super Titans. Interesting. That's his defense. Let's see if his defense can hold up to my offense. Rolling it. If you have Titan Spheres, it's easy. Already completed the first day. Nice. This is the team that I had suggested. Turns out it just crashes the game when you use it. That's how powerful it is. If you're interested in learning more about that team, I did put out a video yesterday, late last night, discussing all of that. Now, beyond that, we have the Talisman Keeper event that's live for the next couple of days. I actually really love this piece of art. Testing today showed that the Dorian Magic Penetration Talisman is absolutely worthless. The Dorian Magic Penetration Talisman is not worth chasing, all right? Now, why am I saying that? Why is the Dorian Magic Penetration Talisman not being worth chasing? Why is that important? Because it is in the Spend Emerald task. Spend 60,000 emeralds, all right? Now, it is easier to spend 60,000 emeralds than it is to buy 10,000 VIP for the Jet. That's the wrong token, or that's the wrong talisman. Everybody, I'm on a playtest version of the game. This is the Jet talisman. The 10,000 VIP points is a lot easier if you're a spender, a lot harder to get if you're not a spender, of course, than spending 60,000 emeralds. But that's okay. And of course, you get 3 of the talismans for just logging in. You get the Cornelius Talisman, the Jew Talisman, and the Satori Talisman. Apparently, the Jew Talisman is operating way above what we thought could be possible. This talisman seems to be absolutely crashing enemy lines. Jew is an interesting counter to Octavia, guys. Think about it. If Octavia can't be targeted by Jew, he targets the hero in the 4th position. Okay, so if you're trying to hit that hero in the 4th position and you're going up against Octavia, try to use Zhu in the line. That might be worth it. Apparently, that's critical hit rating is doing some things. Double dip on those 2 events, the Titan Brawl events and the Talisman Keeper event. Unfortunately, the reward box requires crystals to open, not emeralds. I'm not showing the screen. Requires crystals to open, not emeralds. So you can't triple dip. You can't spend the emeralds here to get credit for the other 2 events. That's kind of suck. Is that supposed to be the Caspe? This is a glow in the dark smiler. It's a test account. It's a maxed out test account. So it's going to be a little glitchy. I have all the talismans unlocked on this account. So what am I talking about? I actually have early access to the new glyph system. You can see here that the heroes have been classified into new roles, single role only, not multiple roles. And each hero has glyphs leveled up to level 80, even though you can't see them here. The glyphs are up to level 80, and the new class roles are added. The new class roles are in the game for me. I'm going to show those on screen in just a second. Watch, each of them are at max. Here we go. Kind of hard to see. I apologize. At max, the class skill is the control heroes effects. Negative effects like charm, stun, sleep, all of that is extended by 1.6 seconds for each application. The healer class skill, 100,000 health. If a shield is applied to allies, 100% of the damage dealt to those heroes is converted to healing instead. The effect lasts for 5 seconds. Mages start the fight with 420 energy. What? Mages start the fight and ult immediately, and for each ability use, you get 120 energy every time. What? Max mage skill, you get 120 energy per skill. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Marksman deals 45,000 extra damage to their targets that are below 44% health. Trigger no more than once every 4 seconds. Holy crap. Support with each attack or application of a boost. It reduces 5,000 of the enemy's armor and magic defense. Whoo! If an ally, the tank skill is if an ally has less than 54% health, the tank will take 120,000 of the damage from them over 3 seconds, and this can be triggered once every 10 seconds. And then the warrior class is with each auto attack hit on an enemy, your physical attack increases by 20,000. Wow. Every time you hit an enemy as a warrior, you get 20,000 bonus physical attack at max. Holy jumping. So how does this work, guys? How does this work? Classes hit a cap of 40. There's a cap of 40. From 40 to 45, okay, for each of the 5 glyphs, or 40 to 45, requires a new currency to unlock the next level, all right? So in order to get from 40 to 41, you have to collect a currency that's going to be attainable from a couple of different places. Work in progress. We don't know that yet. Then you'll level up the glyph to 45. Okay. And then once at 45, to unlock the ability to go from 45 to 46, you have to obtain that other currency again. All right. 45 to 46. And then you use the regular glyph currency to level up your glyphs to level 50. You continue doing this every 5 levels, all the way up to a cap of 80. All right. So every single hero in a class, for example, the warrior class or the support class, the more heroes that you have at higher tiers, every 5 tiers of the glyphs, you get a higher class skill, okay? Hero class title. This is obviously a work in progress graphic user interface here. The higher your heroes that you have glyphs leveled up in a specific class, the higher the skill is. So what do I mean by that? So for example, the mage skill right here, you can see at the start of the fight, you gain 420 energy. For each cast, you gain 120 energy. Compare that to level 1 mage skill. The mage starts the battle with 140 energy. When you use any ability other than the first one in the regular attack, the mage gains an additional 50 energy. So it scales, right? It scales. Galahad is a warrior. Martha is a mage. Martha is a healer now, not a tank. There are a bunch of heroes that were moved around a little bit to fit better into their specific areas. For example, Satori is a mage, but Krista is a support hero. Heidi is a mage. Arachne is a support hero, not a control hero. All right. I'm sorry, control. Krista is a control. Arachne is a control. This is the support icon. Jet is a support. Zhu is a marksman. Lars is a mage. Celeste is a support. Kira is a marksman. Faceless is a support. Galahad is a warrior. Ishmael is a warrior. Kark, Tristan, Sebastian is a support. Alvanor is a support, etc., etc., etc. So I have access to this maxed out account for the first time in the history of my time as a content creator for Hero Wars Mobile. In over 4 years of playing Hero Wars Mobile, this is the very first time that I've ever had access to a max level account. The heroes that have talismans as well. For example, Celeste has a talisman, but the talisman is not maxed out. It's just a random roll. We can keep random rolling it if we want, but it's just a random roll, right? Everything else is maxed out. Everything else is maxed out. So we're going to do some team fight max testing with the community here and other members. We've got Tim from the GOAT Hero Wars Mobile Facebook page. Dark Variance is our very own iFixit, who is watching from chats. Let's see, Garuda. I'm not sure who Garuda is. Another member of the influencer chats. And I think that there are a couple more. Let's see, Hero Wars Secrets is on another guild that we could potentially go up against in Guild War. I don't know. Maybe we were facing him in Guild War today. But we'll play with that a little bit more. We'll play with that a little bit more after the fact. It's kind of crazy, you know, we'll dig into it. Now, we've got some problems over on Hero Wars Dominion Era. We talked about this a little bit in last night's live stream, but the Ascension to Asgard event was Fubard. Can't even find it now. Let's see, here we go. A lot of people shared artwork of the Ascension to Asgard battle guild raid boss 2 times. This is what it is now, okay? It was yesterday. It went live battle boss minions, which obviously we couldn't do because the boss minions had already expired whenever the day changed from Thursday to Friday. Fortunately, we are going to get credit back if you fought bosses and you weren't able to complete that task. You are going to get credit for that sometime later today. I think you're going to get credit for those fights. The Nature Titan event, Riotous Growth, has got a lot of people really mad about the change. This is a new take on Titan events. It's a 4-day version of the event. It awards a ton of great resources. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Riotous Growth used to be what the Earth Titan version of this event was called. It's called this now for all 3, and it gives rewards for all 3 Titan elements: Earth, Water, and Fire. For those of you that are curious, here are the rewards that can be had. This is the fire version of the rewards. There's a small jug, a medium jug, and a big jug, right? Pick whichever one you like. Just kidding. You all start off with the small jugs and you got to grow, right? We're growers, not showers. And then you get a random smattering of rewards from these jugs. Imagine that this is a little sapling, and that's the earth version. Imagine that this is a little raindrop, and that's the water version. And that's how it is. That's how it is. That's the rewards for this event. For the main tasks, there are some pretty solid tasks like opening chests in Outland, spending energies, and here we go. Complete total tasks on this event gives you a lot of tournament certificates, elements tournament certificates. But those jugs are the rewards. They're not actually jugs. They're called clever things like Demonic Spark and Mandrake Root and Raindrop. I'm going to call them jugs. So we're going to max out Outland chests to get all these fantastic Titan skin stones because there is a task to level up my Titan skins. Kind of plays one on the other. Open chests and Outlands plays into the... there isn't a Spend Emerald task. Excuse me, there isn't a Spend Emeralds task. That's okay. That's all right. We're going to go crazy with that. Ascension to Asgard is live also. Very pumped about that. I didn't complete any of the boss fights. That was auto-completed for me. That's interesting. I haven't completed any boss fights today, and that was just auto-completed for me. Huh. Okay, there you go. It's being auto-completed now. And then this post was made just a little bit ago that I have not even read it yet. Let's see. This one was posted 20 minutes ago. It says, "Dear players, our programmers, along with representatives from Facebook, are continuing to work on fixing the inconveniences caused by the transition to the Facebook Instant Games platform. If you're still struggling with the transition, Facebook players, I hear that the Firefox browser is working for some people. The language in the game switches depending on the selected interface language of Facebook. The option to switch to full screen mode becomes available after switching to Facebook full screen mode first. I like full screen mode. If you're experiencing issues logging into the game from Android mobile devices, you can try using these temporary solutions. Reset the default browser settings in the Facebook app. Temporarily uninstall the Facebook app and use a mobile browser instead. Use the Firefox mobile browser is what I'm is what I'm suggesting to people that are having trouble with it. Just bug after bug after bug. But again, less than 24 hours later, guys, less than 24 hours later, things are corrected and we're getting rewards like we should be. These 6 images were data mined today for Hero Wars Dominion Era. They're Emerald jugs. No, not Zul. No, they're jugs. Yeah, D. Orman says Emerald event. I'm assuming that these have something to do with the guild bundle for the Amira event that's coming soon. I don't really know what it is. I don't really know what it is. Coming soon. TBD. The Black Friday and CyberCon events featuring the 3 new cyber skins will be going live on the 21st. That's in about 4 days. This event is one of those where you collect the resource, you go to the map with all of the squares, and then you pick one and you turn it over, and there's 3 grand prizes, and you can refresh the map whenever you're ready. It's a 7-day event. Black Friday sales, Cyber Monday sale that sucks. Don't do the Cyber Monday sale. I'm telling you all right now. Hero Wars mobile players, your cyber skins will happen sometime in 2024. I don't know why they do it this way. Maybe there's a CyberCon event for Hero Wars Alliance, but I don't know any information about it. But I would imagine CyberCon and the Black Friday and the Cyber Monday, everything is going to be exactly how it is. And I will do a video about that over the weekend, how to prepare for it. Now, one last thing, guys. One last thing before we move on to just gameplay and Q&A and all that other stuff. Next week, we are traveling to my parents for Thanksgiving. We're traveling to my traveling to my parents on Thanksgiving. We are definitely skipping Thursday. There will be no live stream on Thursday because Thanksgiving, I'll be with the family. There might not be a live stream on Wednesday and Friday. I don't know yet, but for sure not one on Thursday. For sure not one on Thursday.